as usual, push a few buttons to make Twitter and Facebook happen. I tried using IFTT to automate this, but it didn't like it, so we still have to push buttons. How utterly archaic. There you go. I do want that one, don't I? I should be able to do. Yeah, there we go. Mute it, watch the stream, have the chat. I don't even know if the chat dings. Yeah, we'll see. Anywho, a little bit left and down a bit. There we go. Right, so where do we get to? Had a bit of play on Thursday and a quick run through on Friday as to where we got to. A bit more grind, and then said we'll come back. A lot's happened. I played quite a bit on Saturday and Sunday, but I thought this would be a good place to pick things back up. So let's show you where we are. So we're inside our pod to start with. Exit the base. You saw something there. So we've got a grab trap there, as before, to catch fish, which is nice. And the base has got slightly bigger. So we have a moon pool that we finally built. And in the moon pool, we don't have a steam moth. We have a sea truck instead, which is a slightly odd, interesting design with a door at the back, but you don't get in the back, you get in at the top. And in deference to the first Subnautica game, I have christened this one Papaya 4, as I managed to break 2 sea moths and ended up with Papaya 3 in the previous one, hence the colour scheme again. The base is in a bit of an odd shape because of where I built it. I got in the way. I've got a cool. Built me one of those because it's always useful. A modification table for doing stuff. And then we've got lockers. Bioreactor there. We can recharge things. Is that going up? Yeah, that's going up still. That's cool. And we've got a scanner room here, so we can find stuff. I've done an upgrade on the scanner room to improve the speed. Oh, I could do the HUD chip. I haven't done the HUD chip yet, which is a bit irritating. So, been driving the scanner room by using the scanner to find things, build a camera, send the camera over somewhere, and then come out of the camera and then travel over to where the camera is to find it. The only problem is, in this game, don't remember in the previous game, the swordfish-like things kept stabbing the cameras and taking them away. In this game, the sea monkeys keep picking them up and moving them around. But you swim up to a sea monkey and it gives you back, which is nice. But it'd be nicer if it didn't move it. I have now found magnetite, so I can do the range and the HUD upgrade, so I may come back and do that at some point. Anyway, so this is what we have in the base. I've got a tap locker for posters and things that you find again. I don't know if they're at all useful. As well as the base, we've got a garden here, which we've got a few things on. These ribbon plants are useful for making batteries. Creep vines are useful for feeding the bioreactor. I planted the ones from the seeds, which means they grow the seeds, and that's for oil and rubber, which is useful. I can't remember, there was something essential I needed this spiral plant for, and when I found it, I think you cut it, you get 3 pieces out of it. So you can plant one and kind of keep 2, keep regenerating it. But yeah, the ribbon plants, you just plant them and they just sit there, they don't multiply in any way, so that seems a little pointless. Remember, the design of the sea truck kind of has a door on the back, unlike the previous game where you built the sea moth and that was standalone, and then you built the Colossus Big Sub. In this game you build the sea truck and then you build modules for it. And you can see on the back we've got the prawn suit which we've built, so we have Maximilian 2 there, and if I get inside, you can sea truck module. You can't see a lot at the moment, and that's because the power's off. The power's off because it needs to be attached to the sea truck front because it takes all its power from there. And the sea truck front is docked in the moon pool because that means it gets recharged without me taking the batteries out. You can move these sections around and reorder them and build as many as you like. The only restriction is this particular module that carries the prawn suit has to be on the back. Doobie-doo. Health 86%. Oh, okay. I'll fix that in a second. So what you do is you... Oops. Yeah, 85%. Get out of your sea truck. And you go over here and you say... Pilot storage modules. You drive towards the back and it blinks up. Now if I go back inside, rather than dropping me straight in the pilot seat, it drops me inside and the lights are all on and we can see what's going on. So we have the prawn suit carrying module here, and you press that and it drops it. So you have to make sure you drop it somewhere where you're capable of getting back up within range to get back to it. Although I did find somewhere the jump pack upgrade for the prawn suit, so that's handy. A fabricated module so we can make things while we're on the move, and there is a locker here, and in this locker I have put food and drink so I don't have to carry too much to move around, although I've got a couple of things there I need to process. And then this is just a storage module, so we put some equipment in here, including a spy penguin, a little remote control thing apparently that we can drive around, which I've not tried yet. But other than that, those lockers are empty. You can just keep building, as far as I know, and adding more modules onto this. So if I need a lot more space, I've got it. I'm just going to do my usual it's like, let's leave full of food and water. Because there's no point wasting time. So, that was the base. That's cool, so did a bunch of ground around and found stuff. Whilst going around and finding stuff, I found some alien wreckage, which is that sort of black and green building is very similar to the last game. I'm going to change the rebreather over. Yeah, I've got a head torch, which could be useful at times, but I'm going to leave the rebreather on because that you can breathe better under 200 meters. So yeah, I found some alien structure. I scanned it. It started talking to me and said its structure was collapsing and it needed somewhere to help move it around. I offered my PDA. It said yes, and then jumped into my head. So I now have an alien in my head. It then started saying, "Okay, well, we've got a way to build me a new body in order to get it out of my head." So down the bottom here, got architect components. So we discovered they're called architects, and I found the stuff for a skeleton and tissues and organs that I still need to find. So that's there. Beacons. We've got architect artifacts, which it says there's one over here, which you go and find. And that scans it, and that says, oh, there's another one over here, there's another one. And one of those was the skeleton, which I scanned and got the components on how to make the skeleton, so that was useful. Architect Sanctuary, last name position, robotics landing pad, that's what I want. So, even with towing 3 modules, you can see there at the top of the screen the health on the 3 modules. I just remembered. Repair tool. Quick assign. There. So we'll go out to some of these places. There are leviathans hanging around. The leviathan attack will usually take between 30 and 40% off the sea truck. So usually as long as you keep the sea truck in reasonable nick, you should be okay to survive an attack and be able to get out there and then repair it. So just try and keep it at 100% really. So as in the previous game, as you move around to wider places, you suddenly get a ping saying, oh, there's something nearby. And this fire robotics lab was one of them, and that's where I got the designs for the robotic penguin from. And in that lab there was an area that I couldn't get to, because in this game you can't duck, and obviously you need to build the little robotic penguin in order to send that into the places where you can't go. So that's where I'm now going back to. I'm just trying to remember what else there was on the way. Yeah, those plants which you can eat still, to be cooked fish. The robotics lab is above ground, and above ground gets kind of cold. Yeah, I've followed some of these cables around. They haven't led me to anywhere specific yet. Yeah, so above ground is cold. I have a design for a warp suit, but it needs the fur of something I've not found yet. I'm not sure I want to find without some sort of defence. Which is actually one of the other things. The modules for the sea truck, you got the extra depth modules which you had in the previous game, but I've not found any others yet. So there aren't any, or that I found any, like torpedo attachments or anything like that for it. There must be somewhere. I just haven't found them yet. These guys are cool. They don't do anything. I mean, well, okay, they don't do anything as in they don't attack you. They're like jellyfish, and there are some huge ones around if you go to the right places. But what they do is they seem to gravitate towards the sea truck when you park it up, and you can hear them almost singing, which is a bit odd. Where's my marker? It's over there. Yeah, it's good to just follow markers in this game, and it just takes you to like whole other environments and things. I really do quite sort of like that exploratory section. 300 metres that way. Hang on a moment. There's a cove I think I'm supposed to have gone into. I have just gone or not. Oh, hang on. That's the landing pad. The landing pad is actually at the robot, is at the base, not at the bridge dock. I think that's the one I want. Yeah, I forgot to do it again, and I keep trying to remember to do it. Take beacons with you. Take beacons with you wherever you go. I've got. Oops. You just hit something. See on here, there are some beacons I've laid down for caves, wreck opening. There's some wrecked spaceships down on here as well. Valuables. There's a whole load of diamonds and rubies and all sorts of things there. Yeah, take beacons, mark stuff. Dead useful. I've swum up to one of these big jellyfish things and scanned it, and I've not swum underneath it to see if it stings you. It seems silly. So remember what I said about dropping the prawn suit somewhere that you can pick it up again. So here's the dock. There's a big radar video tower there. There's a hydraulic bridge there. So you find the hydraulic bridge, and it is retracted, and you have to figure out how to make hydraulic fluid order to be able to install the required hydraulic fluid and extend the bridge so you can get over it. That's probably okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're good, but let's just double check. Oops. Yeah, that's good. Oh. I managed to park somewhere in a way that I can't get back in. That would be careless. Yeah, there you go. There we go. But what am I carrying? Food in case I need it. Food and water. Yeah, let's grab a snackette before we go. So that's before food. Under 100 overcharges your food. Drink does not, but we're under the 25 limit, so that's fine. And we would like, we might need that, we might need a new battery for it. We might want to find some minerals. I don't know. We're going to be above water, so we don't want the rebreather. Let's have a head torch.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So yeah, you can see there's some kind of aerial beacon there. There's a couple of bits we scanned on that. Down. It's done, there. So I have to forward where that light is. That was where one of the alien artifacts was. It took quite a long time to find. Just turn off the bridge dock beacon. So somewhere around here there's a big worm type thing that jumps out. It hasn't yet attacked me. It doesn't have fur. It's looking for something with fur on. Back again so I can build this warp suit thing. That would not be the right way. Down there was some nice bits of gold and silver and stuff. Anything else up there? On this bit of ice, remember from last time, there were some plants with glowing leaves. You could stand under to make you warm. None of those around here. What there are the odd hot spring that pops up. But they seem fairly intimate, so it's like the game mechanic when underwater you're holding your breath, and that's almost like a timer for whenever you do things. Above ground over here, it's the cold. Eventually you get hypothermia. And that's what the suit is for. Did I watch this nice before? I can't remember if I did. It's not ringing any bells, and certainly that isn't. No scan, no useful. I hear something. Here's hoping the prawn suit can hit it. There it is. Good. Well, that worked out quite nicely, didn't it? We did nearly 20% off. Pretty fine. How else would you get fur off? Apparently not like that. You can see that I'm getting cold really quite quickly. Yeah, so we successfully need to do that. We just can't skip it. See the hot springs. Just titanium lying around as you go. Oh, Snow Fox, yeah. So I found a new type of vehicle called the Snow Fox. I've got some platform that lets me kind of build it, I think. But I haven't got the plans to build it yet, so. What I have not found yet is that the woman in the other prawn suit has not reappeared yet. Oh. Okay, this is all new. Oh well. Yeah, let's check it. I didn't find any of this area. Okay. He's stumbling around looking for the robotics lab, but I found somewhere, which is nice. There's the robotics lab. It was there. It was right there all the time. Right. But there's a ladder. It's far more interesting. things there is somewhere around here are like chili peppers that you can eat that increase your bodily warmth. Don't know what they do, but I can pick them up, so I will probably need some. Oh, okay. There is a mapping device, which I never bothered to build because I didn't find I really needed it last time, but I have hit one or two situations in this game where I have thought, look, I'm getting a bit lost. Okay, before I get completely lost, is there a route I can get the prawn suit down here? I don't want to go too far without it. Yes, good. Okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. Yee. And then back to there. What's next? Fine robotics center. Elsewhere in the game, there was a huge underground mining operation I found. We also had Greek symbols on. It's pleasant. Now, I think it was something. Oh yes, okay. So here's a teleport gate which I have scanned, but there doesn't appear to be any where to put one of the ion cubes to power it. So I don't know how to start this one up. It's the only one I found, whereas there was a load in the previous game. So. I bet I need the propulsion gun thing. I've got the plans for that yet. I've got the prawn suit plans. Propulsion cannon, I don't have the ingredients for it yet. That's irritating because I bet I can get through there with the propulsion cannon. It's up on this level, so going down to the other one. Okay. So that's a shame. I was hoping to do well. Okay. So this is the Snow Fox hopper pad, which I haven't deployed yet. That's going to hurt if it hits me. What I am going to do is go. Ah, okay. Hold to self-destruct. That seems a little... Yeah, spy penguin. I mean, who doesn't want a spy penguin? Don't know, did that go Bing? Didn't go Bing. Why didn't it go Bing? Use that without my glasses on.
Hypothermia imminent.
Oops. Yeah, let's not forget about that. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So, okay, we've got a little remote control penguin. You can ride around it, which is nice. That was my code system. So I'm sort of looking around for the next thing to do, almost, which is a bit of a feature of the Subnautica games. They don't always lead you by the hand, which I kind of like. Yeah, it was okay. You know what? I just left the penguin in the prawn suit because it picked it up, not me, didn't it? Let's pop those in there and have a couple of those. Thermos flask I haven't used yet, so I don't know how to put anything in it. I don't know if you just have it. Stand next to a thermal vent, and your temperature goes back up. Okay, let's not fall down there. I went left last time because I always go left. Q commented out Blue Steel and Ben Stiller are being only able to turn left. No. It just sort of helps me mentally map where everything is. I think I'm going back the same way I went last time. I've got a head torch on, I forgot about that. Oh, the other thing is you're in the freezing Arctic, you're dying of hypothermia, but if you get in the water, you warm up again. Yeah, game design choices. But it does feel a little weird. Thermal vents. And no way up to the surface. So let's keep an eye on the time. remember where we parked. Come on, full marks if you can tell me which film that's from. Oh, okay. Stalactites, yeah, more stalactites. Found those before. Let's look for the waterfall. I don't think that was a growl, but it might have been. Save early, save often. That definitely was. Okay. Yeah. Caves also seem to be a... Okay. Why are the lights coming? I mean, just pop up for the game being a bit... Yeah, okay. Slightly disappointing that on something as supposedly beefy as the PS5, the pop-up is really quite noticeable at times. It's like you're almost on top of something, it's like boink. Ooh. This is definitely very new, and it feels like I should have managed to get here with a suit of some kind. Yeah. Approaching hypothermia. Cave. Back to the cave. Instantly warm up. Stand under a cold shower and warm up. How far away is... 185 metres. It's fairly narrow through there, wasn't it?
Seek fluid intake. Vital signs stabilizing.
Might be able to get the prawn suit through here. Okay. There's also this thing's going to fall on me. Oh. Definitely favouring the running away approach. Need that. I can build a snow fox. Oh, I still have to drop down a ladder to get to the prawn suit, didn't I? Once I can get all the way around, how do I get it up here?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
No, I don't think it's... I'm supposed to get this up there. Okay. Oh, I can. Okay. That way. And let's make a bit of extra titanium, which I can always drop. Down here and right at the skeleton. Hello. I should have used the repair tool, shouldn't I? No snow beast hide. How do I do that? Oh yeah. Feed the peppers. They're the ones. There it says body heat plus 34. Food and water. There we go. Ah. Yeah, that wasn't snow, that was snowstalker fur. How much do I need? Cold suit needs 2, the gloves need 1, so I need 4 in total. Oh, nice. Come on. Game's a bit sensitive at times about how exactly where you need to be to pick things up. I've got almost a locker full back in there. Back in the base. Was that you said? Drop the titanium? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oops. This cave's full of all sorts of... That's the titanium I dropped. It's rolled and rolled. Is that just the one bit of fur in here? Oh. Do you like the way lumps of titanium roll like tumbleweed? Okay. I got a knife. Surely I can just cut some fur off it. What's that? No, it's just a reflection. Okay, let's go and see if we can get the prawn suit through that cave. Excuse me. Okay, no, I was just going to put some stuff in the storage compartment of the prawn suit, but as we're currently piloting, we might want to pick things up that tonight. There. Okay, there we go. Apparently drilling and punching stalagmites doesn't make any difference. Okay. Oh yes, I remember now. We came through here and then we nearly got frostbitten because we went too far when we found a place with all the trees. Walk past it. Okay, fine. The cold thing does bug me slightly. It tells you sometimes that there's bad weather coming in and to seek shelter. I don't know if that means your cold gets worse faster. A bit like the when you go deeper, your oxygen moves up faster. It feels like it shouldn't be. I suppose I'm wearing a wetsuit in snow. It wouldn't be unreasonable for the cold to set quite quickly. Over here.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
Looks like we're about to find out. Let's keep the titanium. In fact, I might be big the titanium now. Store that. See that, that's now. Let's eat a pepper. I don't think I've found in the basket a way to make those nutrient biscuits.
Combined with a frozen water source, water purification tablets can create drinkable water as you explore the snowy surface.
Happy. Don't think I need it right now, but handy. I'll keep one of each of those. Okay, I'm done. Yeah, there was something really behind me, but I want to have a look around here first. Frozen.
New technology acquired.
Snow fox jump. I should have to build a snow fox. It's for travelling on land, but there doesn't seem to be a lot of land for. Yeah, I mean, it looks a bit like a drone, sort of a quadriceptor. But I suppose there is a picture on one of the things of it floating across the water, so maybe you can take it instead of the truck. But it sort of looks like a bit of a one-man craft. No storage. So why would you want to? I'm gonna get a stalagmite in the head at some point. Tight. Stalactite. Tight. Mine. Put up a system. Okay, nothing hiding down here. This is where I'm tempted to wander over with the prawn suit drill arm and try and drill through the floor. It would probably be a feasibly bad idea. Oh, there's another one. I should just get it point this page, shouldn't I? And again, maybe that's not such a good tactic. Doesn't ever seem to produce any fur. Right, if you know how to get fur off a snow thing, let me know. Apparently I don't. I've been beaten up too much, not at all by that much. More. they going to do bad things to me if I get out? Let's just get as much as we can find. Not get eaten. How are we doing for temperature? Okay, so far. What is it doing up there? Oh, come on. Yeah, I'd say that's a bug. Save often. Oh. Okay, well, I'm going to have to go back to the last save and then find this place all over again. Because, yeah. Nope. Cannot reach that. Not even close. Well, how thoroughly disappointing. So, found some fur, although I'm going to have to go find it again. Which means I can build a coal too, which means I won't die when walking around, which is nice. I've got the final plans for the snow fox thing, assuming I saved after that bit. We shall see. And another place to look around. I've got some more bits to find in order to be able to build the architect tissues and organs, at which point I'll be able to create an architect and get it out of my head. Although I've got all the bits back at the base in a locker to build an architect skeleton, but I've no idea where I actually go to build it. They're waking up. Yeah, I'm going to try a few more bits and bobs on here, and then there's a give feedback option. I should be giving some feedback to them on this bug. I'll explore some more, and if I don't do another one, I shall see you for a half-hour update on Friday lunchtime. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.